Students and parents, welcome to the 54th Tomoka Regional Science and Engineering Fair. First year, virtual, hopefully last. Anyway, welcome to the orientation video. This is the morning discussion I would usually have on a Saturday morning right before the judging. And I wanted to make sure that we all were on the same page as far as some of the things happening this year. Much of it's just like normal, but of course now we're in a virtual format, so things are a little different. So let's recap on what you have done thus far to prepare for the date, which is tomorrow, Saturday, January 30th, our first virtual fair. Despite all the things that have been thrown at you this year, you completed a science or engineering project that was fueled by your curiosity, and every single student that is involved this year is to be commended for their persistence. It's sure an unusual year, and I myself am very proud of all of you for getting to this level of competition. The next thing was you were selected by your school to represent your school at the regional fair competition. And this is the oldest STEM competition in the area. So you are part of a great tradition. You submitted the required paperwork to your school-based science fair facilitator, and they in turn have submitted it to me, and this happened in December. You created an account on ZFair's website. This screen should remind you of something. You uploaded information like your student email, parent email, project title, project description, a 2 to 10 minute video link of your presenting your project abstract, images like your profile picture or something to cover that, and then up to 6 images that will support your project, the information on your project during your interview. All of these still can be uploaded and modified up till tonight, Friday, January 29th, until 11:59 p.m. Careful note, anything you do to adjust it, like add a new video link, I won't have time to test it by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for the judges. So everything's working now, but you're welcome to make modifications all the way till midnight tonight. Okay, let's talk about awards now. What to expect in regards to the awards. First of all, there's a special awards judges, and they are, as usual, judges from all over, from different college, universities, business firms, engineering firms. They come to view the projects, and they award special awards, sometimes money, plaques, trophies, based on their criteria. Nothing that we set forth in the regional competition. It's up to them what they would like to award. So they select that, and they are more than willing to pick any project, and this is sometimes confusing because a student could win thousands of dollars in special awards money but didn't even place in the category. Well, the category awards, there's certain criteria to meet, and sometimes where you're hitting the right spot for the special awards and their view and the judges, sometimes it didn't make it in the category. So just know that the special awards judging and the category awards judging is different, and you may have all of you have opportunities to win special awards, which is great. Now the category awards is just like normal. You've been placed into a category based on your experiment in your research, and we have typical first, second, third, honorable mention category awards. And oh, by the way, first place, there's a special award from the Manatee Festival Committee in Orange City. They donate every year to our first place recipients, and they get a monetary award. This year, we have $50 for every first place award winner. It's great. So it is possible to win first place, but not be selected for state. And that sometimes is confusing to students because you're the best in the category. You have to think of it in terms of this. Our category awards judges have to recommend your project for state, and it has to be one of the top projects in the whole fair in order to be selected to go to state. So it is possible to have a very, very strong category, and even second place and sometimes even third place projects get to go to state. But just because you won first place doesn't mean necessarily you're going to state. But we'll tell you about state later. So speaking of state, the category awards judges will bring their recommendations to the fair committee, and then we will use that plus paperwork. The paperwork that was submitted has to be state fair ready. So if you're state selected and your paperwork's in line, you'll be part of the state delegate, which will be announced at the end of the award ceremony. there's an ISIF selection. That stands for International Science and Engineering Fair, which we've affiliated now for the second year in a row. This is one senior division, that's one high school student's project, or one project I should say, gets selected to go to the International Science and Engineering Fair, of which also will be virtual. And I forgot to mention, state is going to be virtual as well this year. So based on the category judges, we have a senior division team of judges that will judge all the senior division projects, and they will deliberate with each other to select the ISIF selection, and that student or team will get the honor to represent the Tomoka Regional Science and Engineering Fair in the international competition. So when are you going to find out when you're winning something? I bet you want to know. Well, much like our normal fair, what we do on that day is we usually hand out pieces of paper to every project, to every student who's winning something. Doesn't say what, but you're winning something, and that is to let you know you should definitely attend the award ceremony. Well, since our award ceremony is not immediately on Saturday, the same day as judging, you're going to find out that on Thursday, February 4th, all students, parents, and teachers will receive an email of a list of students that are winning something during the awards ceremony. That should cover it, so that you know that you need to watch for that video link that's coming out for the award ceremony. So when's that being released? The video link to the award ceremony will be emailed on Friday, February 5th at 6 p.m. That'll be the award ceremony that goes over all the special awards and the category awards, and which projects were selected to go to state, and the project that is selected to go to the International Science and Engineering Fair. That's how we're going to do the award ceremony this year. So let's continue this orientation. If you have not done so, go back to this website, the ZFairs website. I put the link in this email to remind you to go there, and also the video training on how to find your interview room. It's not only in the email that I provided, it's also on this website. So it is absolutely key that you practice going in using your username and your password much before Saturday morning to make sure it's working. I don't expect it wouldn't be working, but I've had a number of students who forgot their password or forgot what username it is. If that's the case, I can reset everything. I just don't know what your password is. So I need an email immediately saying that you're having trouble logging in. I will give you a new username and a new password, and then I will send it to you. Then I need you to try it as soon as possible. Let me know if it's working. Should be working just fine, but we can't do all of that on Saturday morning. I have about 40 to 50 interviews happening simultaneously, and that's judges and students needing to log in using the same process. And I even have judges that need to make sure they can log in time. So please log in, make sure everything works, and I'm trying to prevent this all happening Saturday morning, so give it a test. Like I mentioned previously, any changes you want to make can be made up to Friday night, tonight, January 29th, till 11:59 p.m., and then it locks out. Any changes you make, I won't be able to test to make sure everything's working. So if you decided to cut a new video link and a new video and then pop in a new link, you can hope that it works fine. You can test it yourself, and it probably will. Just make sure that the best way we're finding is a YouTube video link. That way we don't have to worry about judges getting into any Google accounts or anything like that. YouTube seems to be working perfectly. So there's that. Now we're on the web page here, and I wanted to make sure that when you log in, this is what you'll see as a student. But if you click Student Main tab, you'll see I've put some information here for you. And the information here is, of course, the date, the hours of judging, and it's the hours of judging are from 9 to 12. But you'll know if you've watched my video previously, that is also right here. That gives you instructions on how to find your interview times, and you will not most likely be committed all the way till 12 o'clock. So that is a good thing. You just know your interview times. Those are start times, so make sure you're in the interview room at the start time. You may have a gap in between interviews too, so that's kind of nice. You'll be at your house or somewhere, so you can get up and take a break, and then go back and be ready to start the next interview. Many of you do have sequential interview though, one right after the other. What I have also added is what happens on Saturday morning if you have an issue. right here, but also in the email that this video was linked to, or that you just received this email, that I have the, it's a SurveyMonkey, but what you do is when you go there, you will provide information. You're having an issue and I need to know immediately from who you are, and you'll put in your name, your email, your phone number that I can contact at the moment, and then type in the issue. Since we're doing such a large scale virtual situation, if we had some sort of large systemic issue, I wouldn't want to receive 50 emails all at once to navigate through to figure what's going on. So this will be the best way. I can capture everything at once. I can actually pull this information and survey it to see if we have something happening to everyone or if it's just to you. If it's just to you, I can easily give you an email or a call and potentially we'll work on the situation. I also have tech support with the ZFairs crew, and so if we do have something large scale going on, then I'll be able to communicate to everybody. Watch your emails that morning. If you get something from the No Reply ZFairs account, that's me. We're emailing everybody to communicate to everybody on the automatic system. So there's that ways of communicating, and that ways to let me help you, and that would be the best thing to do. So this is the website. And just a reminder, but please go back to the video that you're going to navigate that morning through virtual contest. And when you do that, you have the judge's interview box right here, which won't, you can click it, but if it's not during your scheduled time, it'll say waiting for judge. The interview times are down here in this area, and I only have 2 in this test. This is a test student, but you should have 3 if you're a junior division, middle school. You should have 5 if you're a senior division. And please check these and check the dates. They all say January 30th, and that your time frames are all in AM. I uploaded all these manually and spot checked everything, and there's been a couple errors that students have caught. I'm going to continue to spot checking all of these to make sure by the time we go live 9 a.m. that they're all perfect. But anything you can do to look at your own information and communicate to me if there's something wrong, the earlier the better. So congratulations again, students, and this is an amazing opportunity that we're able to continue to do this fair. Saturday morning, get a good night's sleep, wake up early, get your breakfast, dress for success. If we were physically meeting in a location, you would dress up as you meet your colleagues in science, and that's what these judges are. They're your colleagues today. Dress for success. Try to remove background interference and try to find the quietest room possible. Parents, usually, if you're a veteran of this process, we usher the parents out of the room so the judges will have interaction with the students that don't have any parents in the way. Well, here's what I encourage you this year. Please, of course, monitor. Monitor your students in this interview process. No problem with that. Just don't coach. Okay? That's all I ask. Let's have a great interview and a great process. And again, I'm very proud of everybody involved in this fair. And students, good luck. And you're going to do great. Just prepare and show off what you know.